How's it going? Welcome back to the Greek North. Welcome to another lawn care update video. Today we're going to be walking through the entire lawn, showing you how everything's doing, giving you an update. It is currently Canada Day weekend, or July 4th weekend for my Americans down there, and we're going to be giving you an update how everything's looking and how everything's going. But without further ado, let's do a quick weather update as well as a quick channel update. So I want to thank you all for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. Really a great journey to get here. I appreciate all of your dedication and support to the channel. It does not go unappreciated. So thank you guys for all your support. We're going to keep growing the channel here as well. Keep putting out more videos. I keep help promoting Canadian lawn care, and everything like that. So without further ado, let's continue with the video. So quick weather update. We had about 3 to 4 weeks of really dry weather, about mid-May to beginning of June. And then after that, we've gone straight back into this weird thunderstorm cycle where it seems like every 2 to 3 days we are getting like 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain. Just thunderstorm after thunderstorm after thunderstorm. This week in total, I have a picture of the rain gauge. We had about almost 5 inches of rain but between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So it's been crazy here, and now we're setting into a deep humid cycle. Looks like we're going to be getting more thunderstorms next week. So the rain here has been really good. We've given tons of rain, which has led to some of the lack of heat stress in my lawn compared to any other time. But it is starting to get quite hot. I haven't been able to stay on top of my liquid spraying just because of how much rain we've had. So without further ado, let's look at the front lawn and see how that's doing. All right, so this is the front lawn behind me. For those of you who don't remember, this lawn is treated 100% liquid every 2 weeks with Balance Line, Straight Line, Humic, and the TPA wetting agent. So this is the way the front lawn looks right now. Looks great. I'm really happy with the way it responded to the last treatment. I think it looks really good. I'm happy with the texture and everything. So let's take a look at a few spots in it and talk about some of the things I'm still fighting. Before we get to that though, happy Canada Day for my Canadian viewers. I know a lot of you are Canadian. Every year they do a big Canada Day festival down here where I live. So we put up this big flag to help show our patriotism to our country, true north, strong and free, as well as happy July 4th or 4th of July to my American friends down there. I believe this video is going to be coming out around that as well. So happy 4th of July to my American friends. This front lawn seems to take a very long time to actually kind of come into its own. But around this Canada Day weekend, it always seems to just kind of make it happen. So the color from the last Growforge treatment, it's amazing. I love the instant color response from these Growforge products. I put this down on Wednesday. This was sprayed with all those things that I talked about earlier, as well as I have been fighting clover in here. So I've sprayed this section with Fiesta. It's finally dying off. Sprayed some more Fiesta in and around some of the big clover clumps. They're finally beginning to die off. I'm hoping that I have this under control. But overall, really happy with the color and texture here. Like, let me just look at this. For Canada Day weekend, we're normally fighting a lot of heat stress at this time. This is the best we can ask for. This is really good. And for those of you who remember, I was fighting disease in the lawn. I'm still seeing a little bit of disease spores, as you can see here. Gray leaf spot and brown patch have been really prominent. I know I need to sharpen my mower blades. You can see how terrible of a cut they were given. That disease really took foot right in this area of the lawn, and you can see it's pretty much taken care of now. That heat coming in has luckily kind of given us some relief, but you can still see some of the thin areas in and around here slowly repairing themselves, but still kind of manifesting themselves. We had a lot of ants in here as well, so I was fighting those at the same time. But overall, really happy with the way this lawn is looking. This is going to be treated fully liquid for the rest of the season, as well as we are getting this front walkway done and all of these gardens replaced. So there will be machines coming in and out of here, so probably all the way back to about here. This is all going to get reseeded with that new Growforge Elite grass blend. I might spray it back even farther. So all of this is going to be reseeded this fall, and we're going to be seeing how that Growforge Elite grass seed blend works out in reality compared to just some plots. So front lawn, really happy with the way it's looking. This shows that an all liquid program is possible. It's a little slow to start in the spring. I was a little concerned. It was, you know, taking its time, but this front lawn always takes its time. Just with that liquid program, it took a little bit more time. But this spoon feeding in the summer is amazing. It helps give you that fertilizer response without getting that stunt that you can get if you're fertilizing a stress lawn in the summer. So without further ado, let's go take a look at the back, see how that's looking. All right, so here is the back lawn. Now this is looking amazing for Canada Day long weekend. Again, normally a lot of heat stress coming in this time of year. I was throwing some drone shots of how this is looking, but overall, we just did a mow on this today, and I mean, looks great. Looks great for this time of year. Nice and green. Stripes are looking good. And it's dense. It's really dense. So quickly, let's go over what's been done here and what's going to be done here. So at the beginning of the year, this back lawn had a 3008 application of granular fertilizer at the very beginning of the year, just to get it kick started. It did not get any granular fertilizer last fall, so it needed a lot of fertilizer to get it going this spring. A couple things I was fighting back here. Again, the clover has been really bad. A little bit of weed pressure, but mainly just, again, disease. Because of how wet it's been, there's been a little bit of disease. And those seed stalks, the seed stalks have been really bad this year. I was watching Ryan Nor's video about maybe trying some different height variations or mowing frequency to try to fight those stalks. But again, some of those brown areas that you're seeing in there, that's just fighting those seed stalks. So, and then my plan with this was to put it on a liquid program for the summer to help try to spoon feed it. This whole backyard is fully irrigated. The rest of my lawn is fully irrigated, but there's in-ground irrigation in the back here. So we're going to be hopefully trying. The last application I did was on Thursday. That was the second liquid app it's had for this entire season, and that had humic acid, TPA wetting agent, straight line and balance line, full dose of each, put down on this entire backyard, as well as we sprayed out some weeds with Fiesta. And the color response from that to now is looking great. We had a little bit of rain, but overall it's looking a lot healthier now than it did before. That the color is really coming in, and it's starting to look a lot green. I mean, just look at the density here, right? Like, I mean, for a mid-July cool season lawn that gets full heat every day, this is looking amazing. I can't ask for anything more. Another thing I did back here is we have really sandy soil where I'm located, so I tried to dial in my irrigation. I've been watering every 3 days for about an hour in each zone for the last month, and it just hasn't been working. So what I tried to do is I switched to about half an hour, 40 minutes each zone, and it's watering every other day instead of every 3 days. So it's not watering as deep, but it's watering a little more frequently. But that, because I have this sandy soil, it just dries out so fast. I figured that should hopefully help, and it has been helping. Overall, the watering's been taking a lot better. But again, some of the clover you can see in here that I've been fighting, I've been spraying this out slowly with Fiesta. It looks like it's starting to get hit, but it might need another spray in a week or two. But again, just look at this, like, look at those stripes, how well the lawn is taking the color. It's surprising, but it looks really good. Pick any spot. This spot in the middle here, this actually had a little bit of heat stress earlier this year. Again, you can see there is a little bit of dead stalks in there, but again, looking really good, really healthy. I can't ask for anything more. So definitely I would recommend, for those of you who have large lawns, start out with a liquid program, or start out with granular in the spring and the fall. Get you going. It allows you to put down a lot more N, P, and K without having to really push the lawn. And then once that's done, switch to liquid in the summer. You'll still get the great color out of liquid. You'll get the water, help retain a little more water, help keep that, you know, that gray kind of stressed, wilted lawn look. It's definitely growing a lot better now that I've been putting the liquid on here, and it looks amazing. So really happy with how this is looking. Looks awesome. Could ask for anything more. Now coming on the side lawn. Now I have been doing some height testing over here. I've been lowering this down a little lower just because of the shade, and I was wondering if that would help cut down on, you know, some of the kind of laying over problems I have in the back here. As you can notice, some of this grass just kind of lays over, and this is cut at 4 inches, but this over here has been cut at 3.5, and I thought about maybe trying to do my entire lawn at 3.75. The reason why this is cut at 4 inches is just to try to give it as much of a fighting chance versus that summer heat. But over here, not really a lot. There's a lot of shade, so I thought 3.75 might be a little more helpful, and it looks like it is. I'm really happy with actually how this area is coming in. I thought I was gonna have to reseed this entire lawn this year, so this might actually stay. Just keep working at it. Maybe a good overseed would be the best. But really happy with how this is turning out. I noticed cutting it a little lower and a little more frequent, as Ryan North said, it helped cut out some of those stalks. So we're really happy with how this side yard's looking. A couple of things that are annoying: I have a lot of POA in here that I think I got in a shitty seed mix. So as you can see in here, lots of POA in here. So this is all going to get sprayed out, this big POA section in through here. This walnut tree, as I've mentioned before, affects a lot of the grass around here. So trying to fight that walnut tree is something I'm definitely going to try to keep doing. But overall, I mean, if you look at some of the before pictures, I'll put up some of the before videos of this side yard. It's looking rough, and right now, I mean, I think it's looking the best it's looked in a while. It's got stripes in it. Looks really good, really thick, really healthy. And again, this side yard has been 100% liquid every 2 weeks. For the first 2 applications was just TNT starter with a little bit of humic and TPA, and now we've been going balance line, straight line, and TPA and humic every 2 weeks in this backyard, or the side yard, and it's looking great. So really happy with how this has turned out. Definitely might try that lower cutting height, maybe on the front and the side next year. But really happy with how this is turning out, and I think it's looking awesome. So without further ado, I think that's it for this quick lawn update video here. Just kind of wanted to walk you around, show you what's going on, what I'm fighting here and there, talk about the weather and everything like that. So if that sounds like something that you guys want to see more of, make sure you click that like button down below. Thank you guys again for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. Really appreciate that. Keep growing the channel, keep sharing it with your friends and family. Make sure that we're passing on this Canadian lawn care education over to everybody, so we all have the best lawns in the block, less weed pressure from your neighbors and everything like that. From the Great Green North, my name is Wade Murray. As always, any questions, leave a comment down below, or you can submit them to me through my email, greatgreennorthlawncare@gmail.com, or my website, greatgreennorthlawncare.ca. The Great Green North, my name is Wade Murray. Thank you guys for all your appreciation, as always. Thank you guys for sharing the videos, watching the videos, liking the videos, everything like that. I would not be able to make these videos without you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep it.
I'm hooked on you, baby, go.